Kaufman is the greatest entertainer who's ever lived. Period. You can forget about Steven Seagal, you can forget about Gilbert Gottfried, you can forget about Jessica Simpson. Andy Kaufman is the fucking man, and he always will be.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. It's been good having you so near. Although I've got to leave, it's the end. I'll always be staying right here. So
He's
Geno's obsession with Andy Kaufman is actually pretty troubling. The longer it goes on, the worse it seems to get, especially given that Andy Kaufman has an alter ego of Tony Clifton, and the alter ego piece of it concerns me a lot.
Yeah, typically the question is, why does a person develop an alter ego? It's typically to cope with extreme trauma in their own life, because with their core personality they don't feel like they have the strength to deal with whatever trauma they're dealing with. So they invent an alternate personality, which they can switch their mindset to that in order to cope with the trauma. I think this alter ego, which just happens to have a pretty antisocial, sadistic, psychopathic personality that Geno has created, I think the core personality that was there before has been extinguished, and that this new personality is all that exists.
The fact that he has a Tony Clifton tattoo and not an Andy Kaufman tattoo bothers me. Sick.
So you think that Geno is the alter ego?
Yeah, I think he didn't intend it that way, but I think, again, his core personality has been extinguished. I don't think he can break out of this alternate ego. I think at some point there was a psychotic break, and I'm not sure he can come back.
So then the original Geno, but is no longer Geno, may have been what, Spaceman? Or
Anybody. When we knew the original Geno, there was a slice of good in him. I think whoever Geno is now, I think there's nothing redeemable.
Lost cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I think Andy Kaufman is still alive? Yeah, I do think Andy Kaufman is still alive. In fact, I'm sure of it. He has the balls. He has the balls to fake his own death and not come back for like 30 years. So he is alive. And I've seen him around town. I've seen him here in Boise at Joe's Crab Shack one time. I seen him down there, and he was eating a salad, and his face was different, and he talked different, but it was him. It was definitely him. I know it. And when I went up to him and said, "Hey, I know that you are Andy Kaufman," he denied it. And that's how I knew it was him.
Andy Kaufman is me. I'm Andy Kaufman.
When I think about Andy Kaufman, I think about myself. And the differences are negligible. He is I is him.